Watch me maneuver. Ke go tshwaretse visa no ha o tla la mpitse mo ha go pala suit fo re ba tsofe tipo go ke go tshwaretse visa no ha o tla la mpitse mo ha go pala suit fo re ba tsofe tipo go. Round one. Said I am underground, never give it to
Dumela. Well, for now that's all I know. But if you stay with me, I promise to share with you something else I really know. See, Rizla called my phone and said, you're battling in Botswana. I said, cool. He said, it's on the 27th of April. I said, that's cool. He said, apparently the dude is a detective in the Warzone. I said, that's cool. Because this is Africa. Detectives are not immune to a coup. He said it's on a Saturday. I said, cool, I don't work on Saturdays like I'm SDA. He said apparently Warzone is pushing him because it's dope. I said, let's go stop the whole operation like with the DEA. So I asked him, who am I facing? And I found out it's you, ETO. Wow. Man, truth be told, I'm such a fan, brother. That goal you scored in the UEFA Cup final. Wow, I'm such a fan, brother. That goal you scored in the UEFA Cup final, easily one of the world's wonders. Oh, I'm sorry. You are not Samuel. See, I have him mistaken because his name is a fan favorite. And back home, this is what happens. When Rizla said your name, we instantly thought of the real legend. But I can only imagine. It mustn't be fun living under the shadows of the greats. But audience, I would love to assume when you got the name like Alexander, you aspire to be great. So audience, let us presume to break down his tactics, see if they enable him to one day he would this greatest debate. Yes. See, I was told to never underestimate your opponent. So I turned him into a study case, said to investigate, open a docket. Then I found out his social media is dry, no links to his music or his life day. I had to take a moment. See, because at this point I was feeling like I'm in a kung fu movie. How I'm supposed to land punches while fighting blindfolded. But bear with me, because something is definitely unfolding. So I went to the Warzone page, watched a couple of his battles, expecting you to engage my mental, but Botswana, I was disappointed. See, out of every battle that the Warzone uploaded, you do the same stupid thing every time, and every time the audience uploads it. For example, in your battle against Holocaust, you read out your application letter to the Warzone. And Warzone, how do you employ a professor who's misinformed? No! See, that says a lot about your pass rate. Because if you're wise, you read between his lines and realize your professor cannot pass the bar and is really below average. But yo, ETO is like a charismatic preacher with faulty doctrine how he delivers his message. And it's because of that charisma, the crowd treats him like he's touch Motswako thinking he's really savage. Can I take a order break?
Hallelujah!
In your battle against Holocaust, you read out your application letter to the Warzone. And Warzone, how do you employ a professor who's misinformed? See, that says a lot about their pass rate. Because if you're wise, you read between his lines and realize your professor cannot pass the bar and is really below average. But ETO is like a charismatic preacher with faulty doctrine how he delivers his message. And it's because of that charisma the crowd treats him like he's touch Motoko thinking he's really savage. In your letter, you said you graduated with 90 degrees, meaning you have the right angles, and if I'm paraphrasing, to have his opponents dismantled. But tell me, in your battle against Osama, you lack technique, style, or rhyme, and yet you're the champion. That says a lot about Warzone judges panel. right angles when you don't have the build-ups now. So, because even your random lines do not equate to uppercuts to knock your opponent down. Even your random lines do not equate to uppercuts to knock your opponent down. See, so Botswana, how do you come to your senses when he continues to screw you with his weak rounds? But in that battle, you said you were called to play a bad guy in the movie. And you said something about the Infinity War, and that wouldn't be the first time you see a villain win a fight in that movie. Well, tonight, I'll have them marvel at me like I'm Stan Lee. And before your villain can snap his fingers, I'm gonna change the script. So what is my end game? What is my end game? Cow on formation, Chara Zulu, a true African story. What is my end game? Cow information, Chara Zulu, a true African story. And with my 3 rounds, I'll have him feeling stuck like his name is Tony. And the doctors won't think he's strange after 14 million plus autopsies that he didn't live to tell his side of the story. And forget Infinity Stones, because I'll just fold my 5 fingers of death cow, let me punch like you're swaying in the morning.
So, first round, Zimbabwe. Now, welcome to Botswana. Second round, I'm gonna just show him how he's really not smart bringing church boys on the battleground. Third round, fuck you. Alright, look. Go tswa ha na le maleke a ka to patare ka kontere go mura di kwa. Go tswa fa na le maleke a ka to patare ka kontere go mura di kwa. Oh shit, I forgot. You don't know Setswana, so let me translate that line. It means me and my niggas, we welcome you to Botswana and we hope you have a great time.
Hold it down, hold it down. Let him rap, let him rap.
But you can't try shit on me. Urido diri munhu. Wanna know what that shit means? No. Fuck that shit. Go research that shit. Yo, Tinashi, welcome to Botswana. In Zim, you've been praised as a goat. Now welcome to Warzone. See, Warzone is blown and known to be a place where goats meet. But I'm known to be a butcher man that specializes in goat's meat.
Talk to him.
But I'm never rude. I'm never rude. I'm just caught up in this Zimbabwean spell. I'm just caught up in this Zimbabwean spell. And if I die, then it's something to do with lack of oxygen. I was air contaminated by the Zimbabwean smell. Stop it! The ETO, great. The ETO, great. But Tinashi, Mengomashi. Just as the ETO, great. But Tinashi, Mengomashi. Just another washed up Zimbabwean baller. We are far from equal. The ratio, even you can calculate. A pula to a Zimbabwean dollar. Now welcome to Botswana, Tinashi, the land of the pullers. But don't be scared, you can feel at home. See, Warzone, paradise. And you can become our black member, because I'm that green member in this Garden of Eden. I really love Eve, but Adam's apple, I'm a rip off a Zimbabwean neck. Like, fuck the Zimbabwean neck. I'm a king of this, respecting your whole nation with no backup. Just a slingshot as a weapon. But don't get it twisted, my weapon is not to shoot this Zimbabwean fag. But to emphasize disrespect, I'ma shoot to kill the back of the Zimbabwean flag. I'm a Tswana I'm a Tswana baby cross species. So you came all the way down south to sleep on a hybrid. You better be a victim, cause my territory is where you took a nap. Bitch, you trespassing, I've got the right to write you off, and my niggas got my back. Now look outside, it's a full moon and the wolves moving past. I'm like, I've seen some of your battles. I've seen some of your battles and the way you panic, afraid of losing. Well, this dab blues on my name here to bring your phobia back. Now I'm a battling sad, a screaming foreigner within a burning entire round of I just brought xenophobia back. See, Poetic offered you a bit of money to come visit the devil and the pastor's kid agreed. Bad idea, cause with that move, you sold your soul and your pride. That's a bad business maneuver. Nigga out here selling himself and everything. So it's true, all Zimbabweans are not made but born entrepreneurs. Alright? So you sold your soul for just 1,000 pula, but I can't. Not in a million ways, but I get it. Once you cross the border back, you be one of the billionaires. I know you full-time gay, but out here with bots, you're not gonna find any escape. Cause I got a gun. You're not gonna find any escape. Cause I got a gun so big, even right now the scope is in your head, off state. And since you blew up, I donate. A bang bang, then rob it back. That's a Nyangato assassinate.
Fire!
Yeah, yo Rizla, to be honest, your boy is dope. So I'ma use you to wrap him up, then light him up, cause out here we feed him dope. Yeah, your Rizla, your boy is dope. So I'ma use you to wrap him up, then light him up, cause out here we feeding dope. One puff, then pass to Blaine and Chaplin. Then trust me, the rest of Zim will be filled in smoke. Oh! Yeah, I'm telling you.
Let's give it
Some of the things I didn't understand could be your accent or your big grammar, but I couldn't get some of the words that is scribbled. But I shall take that as a warning. We can never be partners if we're playing Scribble. Hey, I didn't understand the first time, and I know that you lied. But your home crowd know what you're talking about, so they're listening to you like, dang, ETO is being mean. Well, Rizla now we're just listening to you like, damn, what does that even mean? So I anticipated you and your minions giggling and laughing, high-fiving like y'all are some mean girls. To show you I can be mean too, I need to beat you, show you my own view of a mean world. But before I get to that, bro, even if I was to take a loss, my LBW compared to yours, that's a weekend. If y'all walk with me, I shall show you how with these bars I'm being weakened. But before I get to them, I came to Botswana a couple years ago, 2015, with one of my buddies. And then we went into one of the shops. I can't remember which one was it. And then as we stood by the door, this girl grabbed my friend Bud and they started laughing. We asked ourselves, is it a moral issue or like a self-control? Because she did it proudly. And when I found out I was begging a Botswana dude, I was like, yo, I should go and ask him. And out of 2 million people, you chose him to represent you? Well, let's find out what you trust him. What up, ETO? I got a question for you, bro. Why you acting like you ain't got no Angela here like a morning with E, bro? See, I had to do my own research because I don't trust your professor to give me some adequate info. And I found out, for a girl to do that here, you don't gotta be a boyfriend. Because all that fondling and that inappropriate stuff, y'all do it quite often. And I see a double standard. Because if my friend had did that to her, he would be behind bars. And since my friend ain't here, on his behalf, I'll put you behind bars. See, my girl called me, she like, yo, I heard you bathing over here. I should give you some intel, you better work it. I said, word. She said, if he's a typical Botswana dude, he's a potential alcoholic, his work ethic is pathetic, and he has sex like an animal. some intel and you better work it. I said, word. She said, if he's a typical Botswana dude, he's a potential alcoholic, his work ethic is pathetic, and he loves sex like an addict. I said, this is ETO we're talking about. That dude doesn't look like he bought that life. She said, let me see what he looked like. And after a minute, she hit me back. She's like, nah, I can't tell a lie. Like, if anybody thinks ETO is about that life, they probably don't see right like Nick Fury's left eye. So, I said, elaborate. She said, he looked like the type to walk up to a chick and be like, he walked like you tried a little bit too sooner to become nice. She said, but no, when it really comes down to the action, he don't live up to the hype. I said, damn, you must be right. See, that type of mindset is reflected in the way that he writes. Because he starts off confident, and when he starts talking, man, you're standing there like, nah, that can't be right. Y'all gave us Slicer, Bojamojo, that Daku guy, people were being celebrated. And then, Rizla and I, we traveled all these hours, you give me this midget, not what I expected. So, it's not what I expected. She said, but let us assume he's really about that life. I said, I'll probably have to hit him with the prayer mentions. She said, what for? I said, because he's probably wrestling with an addiction. She said, you think that's for real? I said, if he's a typical Botswana dude though, in the process of being addicted, he has his conscience evicted, so I can be convicted of everything that's conflicting the scriptures. She said, she said, yeah, you might be right. So you better hit him with the left hook, then switch it to the right, reminding him not to objectify your sisters. I said, I got you. See, the pain that comes from a punching, the pain that comes from a punching has a tendency to linger, so I named it Jesse. And I said, ETO. I said, the pain that comes from my punching has a tendency to linger, so I named it Jesse. I said, but ETO might try to switch the gear, so I have to block his exit. He might try to rush forward like he's pushing a Lexus. I said, I won't be afraid to injure ETO because that must inspire some changes. I said, if y'all have a dream to see African men united, then you better not watch this battle because this is proof Africa has always been divided. Y'all thought you never see a man from my city dominate your league? Well, I came to make sure it gets messy in your theater of dreams.
Disrespectful.
Fight back, you.
I honestly feel like, see, battle rap is a demonic sport. So I honestly feel like this chest voice and battle rap is a traitor's work against God, because you're adding a demonic flavor. But as punishment, even God sometimes can be a traitor. Like how is you a Christian, but it's quite clear even right now God is working on my favor. See, like, it's amazing how you drop on your knees and praise the Lord while you've been molesting your sister's daughters. That's fucking evil, man. Why you go do like that? Oh, I get it. Uncle Kelly, you're a Christian. Is that why you drop on your knees like that? Wow.
Oh, shit. I didn't get that.
A pastor, up against the demon. You didn't get that. A pastor, up against the demon that's awful and violent. I'ma be your Lord and your shepherd. That's the 23rd chapter written on my palm. Because on my version of the script, not the P but the S is silent. See, my government name is Alba. Now let me tell you what that means. That means I got a holy name, so you can fight to win my holy game. I got that name that I keep in the middle of the holy Bible. Once I pull it out, the rest of your powers runs out. I call it Prophet Bushiri, because once I open fire, then demons comes out. You're a bad, awful hunter, Tinashi. So you came all the way down to this jungle to hunt this lion of Judah, but still you don't know shit about me. So hey, I'm starting to doubt your faith. Like, how is you a real Christian while you couldn't even study or pray? But I belong to this underground killer club. I got a private card. But he's a good church boy. I mean, how can he be a killer while he still calls a dude a private part? In a way, from today, this day shall be remembered as Good Saturday. Because with this bus I'm creating a cross you're gonna die on. I'm the weatherman, and your territory is where I cycle on. As you become a candle of the wind, because once I am, my motion is a cyclone. You die, taking hostage all of them, and creating a pool of darkness. Not even you, the Son of God, can dive on.
That's nice. Look good.
But honestly, this is really hard for me. Because I can't even say some insult. I mean, insulting your pastor is an automatic help. Because I'm signing my visa to help. But this fucking bitch is a bitch. Smelling of estrogen. I mean, get the fuck out of my crib. If you could make a thorough research, I bet you'll find out Tinashe was made out of a rib. But get the fuck out of my crib. If you could make a thorough research, then you'll find out Tinashe was made out of a rib.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, she's yeah, if you could make a thorough research, then you'll find out Tinashe was made out of a rib. See, there's a lot of names in my radar this season. But some are bad, but he is the good one. Some are bad, but he is the good one. A lot of poisonous worms in my plate, but he is the book one. So now that was the devil's prayer in session, because this fake angel of God had to book one. Time.
Last round. Top of the third. Luminous.
Hey! You guys see what I meant about him really being below average? All that chalking and that misconstrued structured rhymes. Why you give me all this leverage?
Yeah.
See, if you remember my first round, I told you about his faulty doctrine. So if you would allow me to take you through a lesson of theology, and this is the result why this faulty doctrine preaches happen.
Yeah.
See, the European missionaries were some jerks if we're honest. But let's not forget that the gospel and Christianity was in Africa before the colonization in the 1800s. Now, if you went to Sunday school, you know of a name named Simon of Cyrene. That's a guy who carried the cross of Jesus. See, Cyrene is a place in Libya. Your professor would have known this if he was truly a genius. And yo, my name is Tinashe. In Spanish that means Manolo. In English, God is with us. So I walk with the three like Adidas. In your other rounds, you insulted my nation. Cool. You were going for glory. But if y'all allow me, can I tell my side of the story?
Yeah.
I come from a place that has been in a crisis since its independence.
Yeah.
Man, you think our government is the ISIS, how we don't get to enjoy our independence. And that stuff hurts to the core. Because to the flag, we pledge our allegiance. But I ain't trying to make this a pep talk about how the government creeps on its citizens. Because through dark or blue, we still some proud citizens. See, but we've been on the brink of a civil war, asking God, like, what is your end game? We turn into Lil Wayne. Like, you took so many of my people, want to take my life into the police and it's all a game. I am what happens When two tribes unite to form new life. My father was Shona, my mother's in Ndebele, you could say I'm neutral. But the truth is those two tribes never see eye to eye, and here's why. See, in the early 80s, about 22,000 people from my mother's side were massacred and the government called it a moment of madness. And since then, they never apologized, but they've also been killing people from the other tribes, so I don't know if we can call it fairness. So I just call it Bodmas, how the body count keeps going up, they subtract the love, dividing us, and the body must seem to be going up, see they subtract the love, dividing us, and the body count seem to multiply. And it's partially because of that. Zimbabweans didn't listen to Chris Brown because we thought the grass was greener on the other side. But alas, just like you shooting the bird. A 30-year-old Zimbabwean was killed by two Botswana teens in a place called Malape. Zimbabwean was killed by two Botswana teens in a place called Mahalape where he was working trying to get the green. See, he had employed them for a peace job but couldn't pay the full amount because his client hadn't paid up. So in order to make him pay, these two turned into creeps because they wanted to shed blood. And in 2012, another Zimbabwean named Matonyerere brought his whole clan, a true family man. So they came down for a wedding to support a family friend. And Joe's friends broke in and killed him for some cash and some boots. Forget about this battle, got some stuff I need to say to you. See, I ain't trying to be politically correct, because I ain't take too kindly. For almost 4 decades, Zimbabweans have treated the pain like it's Osama bin Laden. Because deep down, that's where the pain been hiding. While you and all of the Saudi region you acted like your name is Osama bin Laden. Because you look at our terror and you start laughing. See? You look at our terror and you start laughing. So every time you called me your brother, you should feel ashamed. Because my heart just kept being the way that you laugh at my pain. And to every Zimbo back home, the world on the other side ain't no utopia. I'm hanging with the zebra, watch me turn into a hunter's warrior. And that feeling that you get when we talk of greener pastures is just euphoria. And the way they're killing us, just like you said, South Africa ain't the only place where Zimbabweans die from xenophobia. My mother asked me before I leave, she said, baby, you ready for the battle? I said, Mama, I spit fire. Like your name was Khaleesi. My mother asked me, baby, you ready for the battle? I said, I spit fire. Like your name was Khaleesi. See, yes, on my knees I'm priestly, on the mic I'm beastly. How the two reconciled, to them this a mystery. But you want the iron chair, I just want the iron fist, because my punch does get harder every minute in that time.
Bottom of the third, champ, let's go.
Everything you said on that third, that was some painful shit. Dogs, I'm sure I didn't even know about Zimbabwe. I feel sorry for this dude. Yeah, Biko G is here, Zeus is here. These guys don't belong in battle rap, but he should be making nice songs and music. You should make music with this dude. For real. But then, yeah, before the end of this battle, before the end of this battle, Warzone is gonna have to pay me. Because I'm the champion, I will not accept the way they let this kid cross border just to come and sleep on my land, son. But I will accept the money, because either way, the money is ransom. No, the money is handsome. No, the money is ransom. So once the bread hit the account, I'ma extend my hand and kid slap. Right where the kid slept. Then walk away with the door like I was responsible for this kidnap. But then your name shall be remembered. Tinashi, TS, as I turn this whole shit into a funeral. Before the end of the third round, Bibles open. Make TS calm down. It's the final stage of the funeral. TS calm down soon as the box hit the ground. Yes, dear.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Bring it back. Yeah, bring it back.
Cheers.
They didn't get it, right? Bring it back. Bring it back.
Bring it back.
All right. Yeah, but your name shall be remembered. Tinashi, TS. As I turn this whole shit into a funeral before the end of the third round, Bibles open. Make TS come down. It's the final stage of the funeral. TS come down soon as the box hit the ground. That niggas are slipping. Wake the fuck out! But he's an industry rapper. He make music. He's an industry rapper.
Yo, slow it down. Dude's trying to rap.
This nigga don't belong here. He makes music. He's an industry rapper. You packed up all your material at the back of your truck, but your carrier is not moving, even though you've been writing a dictionary. Your carrier is not moving, even though you've been writing a dictionary. Well, I brought a pen, pencil, and paper to cry on just to illustrate how your career been stationary.
That's a bar.
But then he claims to be some superstar. Well, I've got the pistol. I'm packing loud. The superstar, bodied by Bookie. That's Billy Pistols. I got one in my right. One in my left. Me and these two niggas, we is a bunch of animals. Ain't no way you will be.
Yo, just hold it down. Let's respect the MCs.
I got one in my right and one in my left. Me and these two niggas, we is a bunch of wild animals. Ain't no way you invading us. I got Panda. So you be running away from bears like BW Tex invaders. See? You came here to represent your nation, but this is a suicide mission. So to you like Jesus, to die for your people, you've got the passion, but people can be ungrateful, so you died for nothing. Just dust to dust and ashes to ashes. Fuck this Christian afterlife. And Christ Osama got the 72 virgins.
Hey, yo.
See, they said, there is something I gotta fix, man.
Just hold it down.
Yo! Hold it down.
See, there is something I gotta fix, man. They step up to the professor and bring weak materials. Something is wrong with this man. Well, I've got the hammer. I'm that mechanic that panel beats, man. Everybody shall quote my bars, because they carry the temperatures that overheats, man. So tonight, yeah, everybody shall quote my bars, because they carry the temperatures that overheats, man. So tonight, I get barcode and a body bag. Now I'm getting barcodes in my body bag. Bitch, I'm the fucking hitman. But after I kill this animal, hold it down. After I kill this animal, I'ma eat all of his meat just to celebrate. Then put all the remaining bones in my backpack. I bid the great as I cross border to Bulawayo, getting bones in my back like vertebrates. I swear to God, I'ma eat you up, even though you're slightly bigger than me. Cause he's just another typical Zimbabwean selling a bucket of bananas. But I know nobody that go realer than me. Yeah, that was it, a Duke battle. Welcome to boss. Thank you very much for coming.